Hello there, Vic Benedict here. We're playing God of War Ghost of Sparta on God difficulty, and this is my Pain Plus guide and walkthrough. We're currently on installment the second, and we're starting out with some assassin, what are they called? The Atlantis assassin abuse. And come to think of it, we're going to be abusing this thing over here, which is going to be a Cyclops. This is the normal Cyclops in the game. And it has 3 sets of QuickTime events. When you get to certain thresholds of its HP, it will have that circle and you can hit them. But the beautiful thing about this enemy, and by the way, this enemy is way more aggressive than the Chains of Olympus counterpart. So what you can do on this Cyclops, what you can't do in the previous game, is just stand behind him and completely abuse him. But the thing is, when there's other Cyclopses, there's going to be a difficult time maintaining a position behind his back. So anytime it's just one Cyclops, be very grateful because coming up, I'm not sure which installment it's going to be, but it's going to be 2 Cyclopses with a bunch of those fucking fire harpies. And then after you think everything's done, they throw a 3rd Cyclops at you. So it's incredibly difficult. And I say that because it's not difficult to just do it, but because it's me, I have to do it fucking no damage and everything because I just have some kind of a problem with, taking damage. Like on the Geron's fight, I don't mind taking damage. I always take damage there. Some of the fights, there's 2 fights in this game that it's all about just getting through it. It's not about, no damage or not, because it's just that hard. But, yeah, and then there's also a part that's equally difficult with Cyclopses. There's 2 Cyclopses at one point with the wretches that shoot projectiles off screen at you. So it's very cheap, and it's got a shitty checkpoint too. It's just, overall, it's just completely lamentable. And God, the fight just gets even worse when they throw a shit checkpoint at you. But this installment is going to be quite short, and I just wanted to let you know that this is going to range. Some videos will be short, some will be 40 minutes, some just might be 15 or 10. So there might not be any consistency at that. Basically, whenever we get to a new, quote, new area, I will do a fresh installment for it. Like when we get to the Athena volcano, I'll start a new video over there. And likewise, once we get to the crate area, I'll start a video at that point too. Yeah, just grab whoring these enemies is the way to go. Just be careful of them. The nice thing about the grab is that with enemies you can grab, that is, you can just spam the hell out of it. And also when you do that Hyperion charge that I just did, which it did knock him down because he was almost dead. Don't roll in that area right there. You'll fall into the pit, the shit pit. But the Hyperion charge, even when enemies are attacking you, they're literally in their attacking phase. You can use that Hyperion charge and you have iframes and you have complete control over it. Everything has to yield to you, so it's actually really wonderful. But how I'm going to talk to folks on this walkthrough is not to describe the basics, because if you're using this for a walkthrough for Pain Plus, you're way past the basics. So if you do need the basics, I have 2 other guides that do cover the basics a little more on my channel. I've got a no upgrade run plus in my playlists, and a standard guide. It's very difficult to go through all the playlists when I have so many, so all you have to do is just type in Vic Benedict on the YouTube search bar, and then just type any game that you're interested in, and it will come up. It always comes up for me. Here we are with this strange bear-like woman. Just, I don't know what this is supposed to be. He's fighting his mom, who's transformed into Callisto. I don't know. It doesn't even look like a bear. I don't know what it is, but it's got this propensity on the 3rd wave of its hits to grab you and force you into a wall. Now, it's avoidable until he does the last one, which is scripted, and you have to take damage on it. So there's no way you can fight this guy and not take damage at the end of it. So it's kind of sad. But when enemies grab you in this game, like, you know, like some of the bigger enemies, and they have you tapping the shoulder buttons, it's just futile because they're gonna take damage, a whole hell of a lot of damage off you. But if that doesn't bother you as it bothers me, you know, just eat the damage, I guess. All you have to do though is basically just parry this guy's attacks. And I mean, parry, do you have to parry? Yeah, I guess it gives you a little bit of an edge, doesn't it? Maybe not. This is scripted, and I think it's always triangle here, but I could be wrong. I think I might be wrong. But look at the damage. Let's take some damage here. Did we take damage or not? Yep. Half our life gone. But it was unavoidable, so it's not my fault. I can't do anything about it. This is the testing area for the Eye of Atlantis. The Eye of Atlantis has a very low efficacy, and I just don't like to use it. Why? It's weak. And it's not allowed on this run. Plus, it doesn't give you complete iframes as magic should in God of War games. What happens is that when you're activating it and you've gone through, you know, you've used it all, and you're trying to spam it again, there's periods where Kratos is not using the magic and also not controllable by you because the game is transitioning from magic to being, you know, giving the player back control of Kratos, where you can't move and you can take damage. So it's ridiculous. I don't know why it happens, but it just happens on this game. So what I would recommend is, you know, in this room, it's probably safer just to grab whore everybody rather than use the magic, because you know, you have way more iframes. But doing runs like this, where particularly where I'm trying very hard not to take damage, the lack of camera, like the field of view and enemies attacking off screen, it really bothers me. It didn't bother me on my other guides because I was just playing and I was eating damage, just having fun, having a good time. But there's very difficult fights on this game that I wish that I could just see a little bit better. There's horrible vantage points sometimes. Like if you're in a corner, you can't see anything. It's really bad. But anyway, just continue up here. You're gonna meet up with the Scylla again, and we're gonna get dragged over here to the Athena volcano, and it'll be a bit of a lengthier video because that area is longer. And I guess until then, I'll leave it to you, and I will take my leave and bid you to take care. So please, if you can do it, take care.